What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It is Sunday over here. Bitcoin is currently at about 27K, just struggling to stay above this. What could this mean for a lot of these altcoins here? Because the next move for Bitcoin is going to majorly affect the altcoins, chances are. So very important to be paying attention to Bitcoin right now. I've done a more detailed post about Bitcoin in my first post today. Make sure to check that out because I get deeper into the charts every first post of the day. Check that out. Now, of course, if Bitcoin is actually able to reclaim the daily 200 SMA and then the weekly 200 SMA, things are going to be looking a lot more bullish for the altcoins, chances are. And however, if Bitcoin actually pulls back from here, going towards 25K, that is going to drag quite a bit of these altcoins down with it. Very important. Check out my first post. Okay, so now let's go ahead and talk about Chainlink. What has Chainlink done since the last time I have covered this coin? Is it actually able to break out of its downtrend that it's been in for quite some time? It's very close to breaking out, or at least at another attempt on breaking out. Going to be taking a look into what it needs to actually break out of this downtrend or this very tight range here. Okay, going to be taking a look into some upside and downside price targets for Chainlink, as well as some key price levels this coin does need to break in order to go either direction. I'm going to be giving you guys my personal opinions and what I'm personally doing later in this market later in this video, so make sure to be staying around for that. Of course, none of what I'm saying here is financial advice. It's purely my personal opinions and speculations only. I could very well be wrong. I am not a financial advisor, nor am I an elite trader of any sort, even though I am a profitable trader who's been able to keep most of my profits during the last bear market, and I'm looking to crush it here for the next bull cycle. So if you guys feel the same way, if you guys are feeling pumped, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Let's get right into it. All right, so I've already done a more detailed post on Bitcoin earlier today. Make sure to look at that. There's gonna be a move coming for Bitcoin here that is going to affect a lot of these altcoins here. Now, let's go ahead and go to Link. Currently at about $7.70, up over 1% today. What has Chainlink been doing for the past, since the last time I've talked about it? So last time I said that it's been running within this falling channel. It's a very tight falling channel, but it is still slightly sloping downwards, okay? It is getting closer to that upper trend line there, which is going to be at about, at most, $7. $8.80. Okay, I was looking at the red label, but it's $8.80 at most. So it's going to be sloping down from there very flatly, okay? Very slowly. So it's getting closer to that because, we had a downswing that bounced back in June. So it took some time, okay? Very slow, very boring price action here. Not too exciting. So what it looks like right now is that it looks like it could form some type of a cup and handle here, right? The neckline, it's not yet formed. I'm just taking a best guess based on the shape of it right now, right? You have your cup, and then you're gonna want to see at least a test back up to $8.55, and then possibly another test. So you're looking for at least two tests back up to $8.55. From what it looks like on this weekly time frame here. So that is my best guess based on the shape of this right now. Of course, I could be wrong, right? Now, that's basically what I'm looking at, a possible cup and handle scenario within this falling channel pattern. both of which are usually bullish patterns, okay? They usually break to the upside. Of course, they could still break to the downside as well. It's just not that big of a probability. Now, since last time I said that the measure target out of this breakout of this falling channel pattern, that was basically set to next week, the weekly candle of October 16th. I mean, I guess no, I don't think it's reasonable. So, let me move this now. It's not looking as reasonable, right? I'm gonna move it down maybe 2 weeks later. We're still pretty close to the upper trend line here. So if I move it down 2 weeks later, that would still give me roughly the same measure target of about $13 area, okay? Basically right where that weekly 200 SMA is, the orange line here at about that $13 area. Let's take a look into let's also take a look into a smaller time frame here, see if we can get any clues on what's going on. 4-hour time frame. Is this a falling wedge? Yep, it is. Yep, so that's a falling wedge on this 4-hour time frame, which usually break to the upside as well. Take a measurement for the measure target. Okay, so that's the opening of the pattern. You guys, please do verify all these trading concepts I am throwing out there. Go and familiarize yourself with it. Like, just breathe it, okay? So you can actually look at a chart and, you know, have a reflex for seeing patterns and just almost instantly judge for yourself what this is looking like. Now, falling wedges typically break to the upside. Gonna adjust this, straighten this out. If it breaks out, let's just say, let me move it a little closer because it's pretty close to the upper trend line, okay? Let's just say if it breaks out by Tuesday. Measure target about $8.60 area. Measure targets are estimates only. It very much depends on what the market is doing. I've seen bullish markets where these altcoins basically pump way past their measure targets. But we're in a very iffy market right now, so take that with a grain of salt. I've also seen a lot of these altcoins break out of their falling wedges or whatever patterns recently, right? And they don't do anything. They, you know, they drag on for weeks, months before getting any kind of movement. So measure targets definitely depends on the type of market that we're in, and take it with a grain of salt. Now, let's, so the measure target out of this falling wedge pattern, $8.60 area, okay? Let's take a look into some key resistances we should be paying attention to in order for this coin to break to the upside. Daily 21 SMA, the blue line here, at about $7.55 area. Daily 200 and daily 50 is beneath the price action, so that's looking good. The 50 just crossed over the 200 again, but it's done it a couple of times. So it's not, you know, nothing amazing at this point. So let's see here. You guys can repeat the same exercise to identify moving averages on timeframes such as the 3-day, weekly, monthly. Those are the timeframes I consider important because they're higher timeframes. But you guys can look into whatever other timeframes you guys are interested in, right, to identify key supports and resistances. Now, key support here, daily 50, daily 200 SMA, $6.80 area. All right, I'm going to shut my door real quick. Okay. So key support immediately, daily 50, daily 200 SMA. If you break these moving averages, you still have your 3-day moving averages, weekly probably. So we're not going to do previous trading history here because we have quite a bit of moving averages beneath the price action right now. But you guys should know how to identify key supports and resistances based on previous trading history as well. I usually do that on the monthly down, starting from the monthly, because I get a cleaner look. All right, you guys can refer back to my previous videos for how I do that. That's basically my take on Chainlink right now. What I am currently doing in this market is that I am going to be focused on leverage trading both ways. Even though my opinion on this market is still bullish in the medium term, Bitcoin has been running within a very tight range, so it's pretty hard to hold, and I've been getting more consistency trading leverage in the past 4 weeks. You guys let me know what you guys are doing. What are you guys holding? Are you guys holding? Are you guys trading? What are you guys trading? How's this market treating you? It's been a rough market, okay? Let me know what symbols you guys are trading and what you guys are doing. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys on the next one.